All right, let's dive right into a piece of gear that every single golfer obsesses over, the golf ball. Today, we're taking a close look at the brand new 2024 Titleist TruFeel, because it might just be the answer to a very, very expensive problem that most of us have. Okay, let's get into it.
Oh, we have all been there. You know that feeling? That pit in your stomach when you watch a shiny new premium ball sail majestically into the forest, or, even worse, make that heartbreaking little splash in a pond. It hurts the scorecard, for sure, but man, it really hurts the wallet.
And that pain in the wallet, it is no joke. The best golf balls out there, the ones you see the pros playing on Sunday, can easily set you back more than $50 for just 12 balls. If you're playing a tough course with water everywhere, well, that can get pricey and fast.
Which really brings us to the main question we're tackling today. Do you really have to choose between playing a ball that performs great and having enough cash left over for a burger at the turn? Or, just maybe, is there a smarter way to play? And that's where the 2024 Titleist TruFeel comes in. Now, the very first thing you're going to notice is the price, $25 a dozen. That is less than half the price of a premium ball. But the real question, the one we're all asking, is what kind of performance are you actually getting for that money?
So to figure that out, we have to tackle this premium ball problem. And the research for this explainer did something really smart. They tested this ball from the green backwards to the tee. So that's exactly where we're going to start, right where you make your score.
Okay, so let's start our breakdown where it matters most, right around the green. This is where feel and spin are absolutely everything, and honestly, it's usually where cheaper balls just don't measure up. So, how does the TruFeel do in the scoring zone?
Well, right off the bat, the reviews are pretty clear. According to our source, this ball completely delivers on its promise. It really does live up to the name TruFeel. It's got this super soft feel on chips, on pitches, and even on the putting green.
So where's that feeling coming from? Well, the secret is in the cover. That soft, kind of springy sensation comes from a new, softer 3.0 TruFlex cover. Now that's a completely different recipe from the soft cast urethane you'd find on something like a Pro V1, and it's what gives the TruFeel its unique personality.
But hold on, this is the number that really makes you sit up and take notice. Testers were getting close to 7,000 RPM of backspin with their wedges. Now for a ball in this price range, that is, wow. That is a shockingly good number.
And what does a number like that actually mean for you on the course? It's simple. It means confidence. When you see that much spin, you get this incredible trust. You feel like you can hit any shot. You can be aggressive. You can go right at the flag knowing that ball is going to hit, check, and stop.
Okay, so the short game is a massive and kind of unexpected win. But as we start to move further away from the green and grab those longer clubs, well, this is where we start to see the trade-off. The second you put a mid-iron in your hands, like a 7-iron, the story kind of flips on its head. That same ball that was a spin machine with a wedge suddenly produces pretty low spin. Testers were seeing around 5,600 RPM, and you can see the result pretty clearly here. That lower spin rate means your approach shots just won't have the same stopping power. They're going to hit and roll out quite a bit more compared to a premium ball that might just stop on a dime. Now, for some people, that extra roll is great, but for others, it's just less control.
And that, of course, brings us to the big dog, the driver. This is where we all want distance, but we still need control. So how does the TruFeel handle the most powerful club in the bag?
This is where it's so important to know who this ball is built for. See, it's got a new True Touch core that's designed for distance. And for its target golfer, someone with a slow or moderate swing speed, it works perfectly. It gives them really solid, dependable distance off the tee.
But if you're a bomber, someone swinging over, say, 115 miles an hour, the story changes again. You might actually squeeze that soft core too much. And what happens then? The spin rate shoots way up, making it tough to control the flight. You get those shots that kind of balloon up in the air, and you end up losing distance.
All right, so we've covered the short game, the mid-irons, the driver. Let's bring it all home and put everything side by side. This is where the trade-offs become crystal clear.
This table really just lays it all out, doesn't it? With the TruFeel, you get that awesome, surprisingly high spin around the greens. It's almost at a premium level. The trade-off is you get lower spin with your irons, which means more roll, and you get less control with the driver if you swing really fast. And it's all anchored by that huge difference at the bottom, about $25 versus 50 plus.
Okay, now for the most important question of all. We've seen the numbers, we get the compromises. Is this ball the perfect match for your game?
You know, based on all the evidence, the TruFeel is an absolutely fantastic choice for a very specific golfer. If you're a beginner, a high handicapper, if your swing speed is in that slow to moderate range, or if you just love that soft feel and want to save some money, this ball should definitely be on your list. It's for the player who says, I'll take amazing feel around the green over a little less stopping power from 150 yards.
And really, that's the big takeaway here. The golf ball is the only piece of equipment you use for every single shot. Choosing the right one isn't about grabbing the fanciest box off the shelf. It's about being honest about your own game, your speed, your misses, your strengths, and finding the ball that's built for you.
So that really leaves us with one final thought. The Titleist TruFeel gives you a very clear choice. It proves you don't have to spend a fortune to get truly impressive performance, especially in the scoring zone. So the question you have to ask yourself is this: what do you value more? Chasing that last little bit of tour-level performance for double the price, or playing with a ball that feels great, fits your game, and leaves a little extra cash in your pocket? The choice is yours.